You watch like a scary movie and then you go to the toilet late at night and then you look down the stairs or something and you think, nah. Nah. This isn't paranormal.
Alright.
Neither are sex dolls, Kieran, but we go with it, son.
They thought they were safe.
What? Like Tom.
But then the zombies got in the water and swam.
You look down and Steve's doing it, so you're like, give it a go.
I'll
do you
just
know what I
shit
mean?
my hand and
I'll just
rub it on
shit
the
and
window.
carry on. Come on, Steve, me and you together, innit? Type thing.
Welcome back, boys and girls. Welcome back to a Pinch of Malt podcast. Today, my name's Aaron.
And I'm Kieran.
And I'm Jamie.
And today, in our podcast, we're going to talk about the creepy and unexplained stories that we've found on the internet or come up with. But we haven't got much creativity, so we're probably going to find them on the internet. It's quite interesting as well, isn't it?
Gives us something different to talk about other than comic book stuff, because when I've been cutting the last previous episodes, we just keep going off in tangents about Marvel and DC.
Yeah. That's my life, that's why.
Which I think will shut a lot of people down, but we'll see how it goes. I've got a few other bits to talk about as well other than that. What's your guys' opinions on aliens?
Aliens, I believe there is something out there. I'm not sure how close it is.
Do you think that people have been abducted?
Probably not.
No?
No, I think that's all made up from movies and stuff. That doesn't really
Always
make
seems to
sense.
be some kind of hick, doesn't it?
There's got to be something out there,
Flying,
because
like, who's like,
it's very unlikely in a massive universe that we're the only living creatures.
I think it's near impossible. I think there definitely is other.
Yeah, there's something out
the
there,
universe.
but whether or not we ever come in contact with it
In our lifetime.
lifetime is different.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
What if
there
I
will
was to
be
tell you
something
they've already
compared
been
to what there
here?
is now.
I think if there is aliens on our Earth right now, they've done a bloody good job of hiding, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because think about how long we've been around for. They've done a bloody good job of hiding.
So you know, every American president, there's the president's book, isn't there?
Yeah.
Well, it's supposedly a thing, but every president says it's not.
Yeah.
Apparently, in that there's proof of aliens. That's what they say. And it's all been dragged to Area 51, and obviously you're not allowed to go anywhere near there, are you? And it's a cut-off zone for all phones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's nothing. So
Area 51's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? What do you reckon they're doing there?
definitely doing tests. There's definitely some sort of testing going on there.
I reckon it's really bad what they're doing. 'Cause
Apparently,
they wouldn't
once
hide it
you
as much, would they?
retire from Area 51, you get taken off all public notifications, so your name isn't anywhere when you Google yourself and anything like that.
Yeah, you would do, because
So-
it's that top secret.
Yeah, it's that
then
top
you'd have to
secret
be
that you're not
kept-
allowed to
state
think. So
secret.
you get like another identity apparently once you retire and stuff,
Yeah.
which is madness. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think it. I think it probably fuck all to do with aliens. Area 51. I think they're probably
Yeah,
doing
probably.
something that they'd probably get done for war crimes or something.
Nuclear testing.
Yeah,
there or whatever.
nuclear testing. They could be
Or
doing
chemical
like,
testing.
could be doing something crazy like human cloning testing.
Yeah, they could do.
Because if they can do it to
Yeah,
if they can do it to a sheep, Aaron,
Oh yeah.
they can do it to a
Guarantee
human.
you 100% they've done some sort
There's
of
some
human
kind of
test that's gone
shading,
wrong.
yeah.
I guarantee you, because it's that day and age, isn't it?
Be like that film Splice, isn't it?
And there's so many,
She's hiding out in the barn for 6 years.
and there's so many movies out there that they must be coming through some sort of truth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me just sideline for a minute and just apologise for I'm bumbling and stuff like that, but just because my hay fever is killing me today, and you might hear me sniffing
He's
constantly.
scared of plants.
He's scared of plants. Yeah.
I'm not scared of plants.
The plants
I've
are
got
at him.
allergies
The plants are at him.
He's absolutely terrified of them.
because I have about 2 pages worth of notes there, and I just fucked it all up trying to talk about the
Yeah,
blue
I thought you were going on for ages. Anyway, one of my stories is celebrities ghost sex.
What?
numbers, literally tons of celebrities have said that they've had sex with ghosts or paranormal beings.
Are they proper celebrities or are they like wannabes?
Lucy Liu,
Who's Lucy Liu?
the one that was in Charlie's
She's a
Angels and all
nut
that.
job, isn't she?
Yeah, she
Oh,
said,
the Chinese woman.
Yeah, she said that it brought her to a glory and something else climax, and that it was the best sex she's ever had.
Weren't she on coke once?
Probably. Kesha.
Okay, she can fuck
She
off.
was definitely a coke.
Yeah, she said that she's had it, and she actually wrote a song about it. And the latest one is Bobby Brown, who is Whitney Houston's husband.
I'll give off.
What, she's banging Whitney?
And apparently
He's
he
banging
woke
Whitney.
up. Apparently he woke up, and it was mounting him, straddling him.
What, Whitney was?
No, the ghost.
The ghost of Whitney.
I don't know, just a ghost. He didn't actually specify. But yeah, what are your opinions on this?
Well, I've heard I've seen a thing on, I think it was actually on YouTube, where this woman says that she's fallen in love with this ghost, yeah, that's been banging her, and the husband lays there next to her all night while she's having orgasms. Could you imagine being that husband?
There's also that
You feel inadequate.
that
wouldn't
woman that married a 9. She's going out with a pirate ghost for 9 years and married him.
Yeah, but this,
Married
where is
ghost.
this is probably in America again. We don't want to say anything about
Stereotype
America,
Americans,
but there's a lot of stuff that goes on in America that is fucked up.
Do you know, this is nothing to do with paranormal stuff, yeah, but this week I was watching Channel 5. I was watching sex dolls, about sex dolls.
Why are we watching that?
Of course you are.
It come on after
Yeah.
Love Island.
It was
Yeah.
after Love Island, you just thought I'd keep it on.
Me and Charlotte was
Charlotte
sitting
gone
there.
to bed.
No, Charlotte was there with me. And I was absolutely, it was the weirdest, like, I've already seen a sex doll thing before.
Yeah,
But this one takes the cake.
I
Yeah.
can imagine.
There's this geezer sitting there, just imagine this. There's a geezer sitting there, he's probably about 90. And he's got two, like, full-blown sex dolls. They've probably cost about $8,000 each.
Yeah.
And he got them turned into elves. So one's green and one's, like, browny colour. Like a weird, like, beige colour.
Yeah.
They've got, like, all the ears going on. They look like something they look like,
Something like Star Trek.
yeah, like, they look like, do you know Avatar?
Yeah.
They look like them, but, like, green and brown.
Yeah.
And he says he doesn't have sex with them, but he holds their hands while he masturbates.
I don't know what to say about that.
And I don't know how Channel 5's got away with this, but we were just watching it, yeah. And he got his dick out and started, like, masturbating on the TV.
Well, like, full on.
Full on.
Not blurred.
The shaft was blurred, but you could see what was going on.
The shaft was blurred.
Yeah.
As if that's the thing. Someone was like, this goes too far. Blur the shaft.
And then later in the episode, you see another guy banging one, and they're just blurring the shaft.
Oh, God.
Yep.
What is I might have to watch this just to have a look. What channel's this
Guess
on?
Channel 5. Guess what's on
Wow.
next week?
What?
Oh, you've both got to watch it. We're going to talk about it because it's fucked up. OAP's and still on the game, isn't it?
Oh, no.
What?
OAP's and still on the game.
Is the game in prostitution?
Yeah.
Oh,
OAP's an old person.
still on the
Old
game
age.
means
Old age pensioner.
prostitute.
Oh dear.
And still on the
I don't
game.
watch that.
Well, you're going to have to.
I don't want to watch that.
I don't want to watch that.
Where's
Literally,
that
I was sitting there, like, my jaw was wide open, yeah.
on? Yeah, but
'Cause
I bet it was.
I've seen one before, and there's no graphic stuff like that.
Jamie, it's on the
like,
TV.
you see this
you can't
geezer
mouth it.
actually fully doggying one,
Yeah, it's Channel 5,
and
isn't
he's
it?
pulling out his dick, and he's
It
like,
doesn't
you can see
matter.
his
You
dick
don't have to do
flopping everywhere.
nothing. No.
Literally, there's no blur in it.
What is
until-
going on?
Until the penetration starts, there's no blur.
So you see full-on penis?
Yeah.
Oh,
What is going on? Jamie,
that actually upsets me, innit?
why are you talking about old man
Let's
penis?
go back to the normal, what we were talking about before, because that's actually upsetting me.
He's having sex with an elf. It's not even real.
No, he doesn't even have sex with them. He holds their
holds the
hands
hand.
while he masturbates.
Stop it!
Is that
Stop
not,
it! Stop it!
Is that not fucked up?
Yeah, it is.
What's the
Fucking
point?
real
What's the
fucked
point of
up.
having a sex doll, yeah, and not even having sex with it? How you hold its hand? Just sit on the other arm,
Let's
numb
go-
it up, and hold that.
Let's go back to what we talked about
That's
before,
not
because
even
I
the start
can't
of
even
it.
deal with that.
That's not even all of it, but I'm not.
Oh.
You need to watch it. It's
Right,
funny.
Aaron, one of yours. Go.
I got some. I actually got it in my head. I watched the video the other day. Basically, story starts with like this guy. He's like 15, 16, just walking around town, and all of a sudden it's like a small town, like a local town, and all of a sudden he notices this guy. This guy stares at him, and he's like got like a piercing yellow eyes, bags under his eyes. He's like mid-40s, something like that.
What,
Yeah.
his pupils are yellow?
Yeah. This is the story. And then, after a while, he starts seeing him more, just around town. He just suddenly appears. He starts seeing him around town suddenly. And as time progresses, you know, he gets older. The guy gets older. As he gets older, he sees him more. And after a while, he starts getting creeped out by it. So he tries to approach the guy, just see like, you know, what's up with him. But the guy will always back away or run away if he runs at him or whatever. He will always run away. So after some time, he doesn't see him at all, and then the guy is on his way home from a night out with his mates, and the rain starts raining.
So by this
From
point,
literally
the guy still hasn't confronted him.
No, he
He
can't
ran
get
away.
him because he can't catch him.
Right.
So when he goes down alleyways and stuff, the guy disappears, and it's just like all a bit weird. And so he's on his way home from a night out, you know, it's late at night, and it starts raining. So he seeks shelter under a bus shelter, like a bus stop.
But he's driving, so why is he?
No, he's not. He's
Oh.
walking.
Oh.
So he's walking home.
This guy's
So-
doing a lot of walking, isn't he?
Yeah, so he's walking
He
home.
probably
He's,
lives
he's
in a big town, doesn't he?
And so he's sitting under the bus shelter, and then he hears some guy whistling, and he's thinking, "Oh, it's probably some other drunk geezers." You know what I mean? Not whatever. And he finally sees him as he like goes into the light a little bit, and he sees the same guy from however many years ago. And the guy goes up to him, stands in front of him, and he turns around and he goes, "I'm sorry about before." The guy from thing. He says, "I'm sorry about before. The time wasn't right." And then he said, "What do you mean the time is not right?" And he goes, "You'll find out in due course when you're older, but I will be younger." And he walks off.
Mm.
Like he walks off again. And after a while, you know, the guy gets creeped out by it, so he's like very cautious of stuff, and eventually he has kids. And then he has his fourth kid, and his fourth kid was born with yellow eyes.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
So that's his kid,
that's his kid.
time travelling kid
Yeah,
with yellow eyes.
yeah, and his kid was born with yellow eyes,
That's like a
And his-
Zazel, isn't it? From
and his kid barely
Supernatural.
blinked.
Is his what?
His kid didn't really blink much
Right.
because that's what he kept doing. The guy kept staring at him,
Oh, okay.
and he said like, sorry about before. The time wasn't right. You will know who I am soon, or something like that." And then it's like,
You don't know whether this is true or not.
Oh, you just see it on
see what
the
I mean?
internet.
But can imagine that happening to you. Do you know what I
Is
mean?
that about that? Yeah, that's madness.
That's pretty crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, could you imagine if you met someone now and then the kid eventually grows up?
Well, they got to have an impact on your life, though.
Yeah.
Whoever it is.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be like some geezer in a shop. If someone if you had a conversation with someone,
could time
was
travel, why
notable.
would you go back and see your dad?
we might be dead.
You know,
In their future.
something might traumatic happened. Maybe he never saw it. He never actually.
You might
properly
get hit
met
by
his
a
dad.
car when they're like 2, Kieran.
Yeah. You want to meet them?
Who?
Your child.
No.
How's he time travelled then? If he's got
No,
hit by a
the
car?
dad's got hit by
No,
a
you
car.
got hit by a car. Dead.
If the dad got hit by the car, and
Killed off.
you never met your dad yet, and your mum was like, your dad was a great guy, he was
Yeah.
amazing, and all that.
Yeah, but why would you not then spend time with him and become his best friend, then say to him right before you're about to go back?
But he said he was the wrong timing, so he was waiting for him to know who he was.
He probably like got a bit shy or whatever, or
Mate, if
scared.
you're time travelling, you ain't shy, bro. You just got to get in there.
Mm.
Your kids wouldn't come and see you anyway, Kieran, would they?
Man, my kids are going to love me.
They got better things to do.
All your kids are going to see you masturbating 24/7. That's all they're going to see, Jamie.
Oh.
To old men on Channel 5.
Oh.
To some sort of weird elf porn that they're watching at the time.
Honestly, watch it. It is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Oh dear.
But I just think that if you have the ability to time travel,
We spoke about time travel, didn't we?
yeah, that's a very stupid way of spending it.
Well, you don't know how. You don't know, Kieran.
Yeah, but he might be
do you know what I
permanently
mean?
back. He might be permanently
Because
stuck
I
there.
imagine, have you guys seen Umbrella Academy?
Yeah.
Have you seen Umbrella Academy?
No.
Well, in Umbrella Academy, basically, there's a police type thing, type of force that goes through the world, the universe, and time travels and keeps things things happening in a certain way, in order for everything to play out the way it should do. And that's how I imagine if timeline ever does exist eventually in the future, that's actually what will happen. Do you know what I mean?
That's like what's it called from DC? What are they called?
Hold on.
The one with the White
Hold on.
Canary.
The
It's
Time
like,
Bureau, innit?
no, not Time Bureau.
It
Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow, yeah, but
Yeah.
they've got the Time Bureau in it.
Yeah, it's like them, innit? You know, with the captain and that.
Yeah.
They go around
It's
trying to save timelines.
You need to keep the timeline intact.
Yeah, it's like you have to keep
Yeah.
the timeline on it. So that's how I imagine it eventually turning into. Do you know what I mean? There's like a force that are made up, and they get a
Well, as
thing.
you
But
know,
in Umbrella Academy, once you retire, you can go into any time zone you want and then live your life until you die, and that's how they let you think. And you get everything paid for you, don't you? It's like expenses free.
Mm.
That would be quite a cool way of doing time travel. Not going back and seeing your dad and running off.
might be like Looper, innit?
Well, you have to shoot yourself.
Because shoot yourself at the end and you don't bother, so then you go on a fucking massive conspiracy.
And then the kid comes into it, doesn't it, in Looper?
Yeah.
I was so confused about that movie.
He's maybe the most powerful being in the world with all these powers. And they wanted him to kill him, didn't they?
Yeah, I can't really remember what happened now.
I can't remember that movie. I remember thinking it was good.
It was
but I
so
don't know
good.
why.
Looper was so good.
Yeah, it's worth watching again. But
It's one of the few things that Bruce Willis has done after Die Hard that he's actually been good in.
there's a few things he's been good at.
Like what?
Friends.
Friends. He's been friends for like 2 episodes.
And he was amazing.
He's good as with that thing with Chandler in it as well. The film with Chandler and him in it, where he's Jimmy the Tulip.
I can't remember.
Where he's like a gangster next door.
Uh,
Let's just move back in. That was quite a good movie. But yeah, with time travel, I would be a full blown time fugitive, because I would literally go back and fuck Hitler's life up, like I said I would. I would ruin his life.
I'd go forward.
but why would you...
Yeah, but when you go forward, you don't know what's going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, but when you go backwards, you don't know what's going to happen, because if you change anything, it could change the whole...
I'd
aspect
rather go
of time.
forward. I want to see stuff.
What do you want to see, Aaron?
I want to see
If we get hoverboards, that'd be sick.
or be have cybernetics and stuff.
Yeah. I see a video
Skynet.
the other day on YouTube or Instagram or something of how far robots have come in 10 years. So 2009, this robot was all walking really jittery and walking, and it was malfunctioning going down a walkway type thing.
Mm.
And then they go to 2019, this robot is spring jumping up and then runs off.
Yeah, that little white one.
Spring jumps up.
Yeah, I see that one.
And
yeah.
it does spring jumps to the side and then runs up and then runs off. And it looks like a robot, looks like a person and everything. I was like, in 10 years' time, we are getting taken over. It's going to be full-on Terminator.
I reckon that's how we can live forever. Cybernetics.
Do you think?
Yeah. There'll be a way
Upload
of
your brain.
Or upload your brain.
upload your brain or something like that. Or
Like they say that there's a lot of... That's another conspiracy. There's a lot of dead celebrities that have frozen their DNA and their brains. They paid for it, because you can do that now. And they want to be, if we're ever cybernetic, creatures.
Yeah.
They want to be uploaded into that.
Yeah.
Like people say Michael Jackson has done it and things like that.
Yeah. I don't think we need Michael Jackson to come back.
We don't
do we?
need him to come back, really, to be
No.
honest. Do
I
we?
mean,
Stroking people's hands and stuff. You know.
yeah, he'll be on Channel 5
Yeah.
on that doll program.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
Naughty Michael.
And then cybernetics sex.
Cybernetics.
There's doll brothels as well.
Oh, Jamie, I'm not going into I'm not dealing with dolls, innit? It's not happening.
Right, so...
How do you know it's doll brothels?
Because it's on there.
You googled it, didn't you?
No, it's on there.
Jamie
Where's-
Charlotte bought one, £8,000.
Jamie,
innit?
where's
It's
the
on
local
order,
one?
It's on order right now.
Where's the local doll brothel, Jay?
Not around here.
We'll go in-
There's
we'll
one
go there
right here.
tomorrow.
I think he had like a
We'll
Eastern
go there
European
tomorrow.
accent, so probably like Amsterdam or something.
We'll go there tomorrow.
But have you heard?
It's Kieran's turn, isn't it?
No, it's Jamie.
Have you heard the story that's a bit close to home of mother thinking that she has been interacted with a ghost?
When was this?
Has she not told you?
When
She's-
did this happen?
She's told me about a few things about ghosts.
Yeah, she's told me like a few things, but what
She was
this
at
one?
afternoon tea the other day with some people from work
I think I've heard it. Yeah, I did hear about
at
this. Yeah.
Flitwick Manor,
Yeah.
which is
Have you
when
got
I
the picture?
googled it. Yeah, I've got the picture. When I googled it, it is actually supposed to be a haunted place.
Yeah.
And the people that work there, when Mum asked when the picture was taken,
Yeah, they said it was haunted.
they said it was haunted.
Yeah.
Yeah, but have you actually seen the picture?
Yeah, I'm going to show you it now.
Oh.
And a lot of people say it's either a glare or a
Ghost.
bit of vape. But
Ghost.
Mum don't vape, and neither does any of the people that she's with.
We don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Mum
might
could be vaping.
Mum might
She
be part
She
of
might
the.
be on CBD oil.
She might be part of the vape nation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, she might be trick shotting with her vape.
Yeah.
But this is her with her friend, who
MW2
shall not be
style.
named. I'll be putting this up for everyone.
Nah, that's just glare.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, Mum actually got that sent to a paranormal woman.
Oh,
for
here we go. Why did she send it to a paranormal? Who's this paranormal woman that's getting
What
sent
is it?
photographs?
What are they called? Psychic.
Psychics.
Psychic people. Whatever the fuck. The frauds, yeah.
Biggest scam artists.
Yeah.
What? You can tell by that smudge.
Mum sent that via a friend
Hmm.
to this woman, this psychic in Scotland,
Well, that's top notch.
who told her that is definitely a ghost trying to manifest itself in front of her.
Give off, bruv. I can't be dealing with that.
No.
No,
No.
Go.
not
Ghosts.
accepting it.
I'm not having that.
Do we believe in ghosts?
It's a white smudge in front of her face. Yeah.
Do we believe in
How
ghosts?
does that look like a ghost?
Do we believe in
Fair
ghosts?
enough if it had like.
She's convinced.
Mum.
She's convinced.
Mum is convinced.
Yeah.
Do we believe in ghosts?
Me personally,
Do you?
no.
Do you, Kieran?
No.
I think it's a bag of shite. I think it's more likely that it would be something that's more supernatural than like a dead person, if you get what I mean.
I think if there is ghosts, I couldn't give a crap. Because they don't do anything, they just stand there.
You don't know, Aaron.
I don't think there's anything after
They
this
might try
world.
to have sex with you at night.
I
Aaron.
don't. I don't.
Well, if they do, that's
I
about
don't
time.
think, I would like there to be a is it the Hindus believe in when it's
Afterlife.
natural
Reincarnation.
reincarnation. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
when
but-
you die, you get reincarnated as something else or another
Yeah.
person.
That's-
That would be the best thing. But I think it's just nothing. I think it's nothingness.
What do you think you would be? Reincarnated as?
I'll be a king.
King of what?
You have to
A
do
king,
something.
Jamie.
In their,
What are you king
in their
of?
mythology, or whatever it's called,
Hmm.
you have to do something worthy in this world to
Yeah.
then
What
become
have
the
you
king
done?
in the next world.
I'm working like a fucking trooper at the
Oh,
moment, Jamie.
And that makes
I'm
you
a king.
What are
Kieran,
you
I
king
think
of?
you'd become a feral raccoon. That's what
Feral
I think-
raccoon.
That's
What
I
would
think
you be then?
With
You'd be
rabies.
Jamie a slug. A slug. And someone would stand on you and you'd be dead.
I'd be the king of the jungle, Kieran.
Do you know what Aaron would be? One of those dead long legs, and it lives 24 hours, yeah. And when you put a wing off, they go crazy. They start spinning.
At least it only lives 24 hours, Aaron.
Kieran, to be honest, yeah, Kieran, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. I think that's unfair because I think I'll get something really cool because I got to put up your stupid ass every day.
Why did you go America then?
Because I had to, boy.
You don't
What do you
see
think
me.
you would be, Aaron?
What would I be? I don't know. Maybe like someone like Prince, like a Prince Joffrey.
Prince Joffrey?
Yeah.
He was a child of incest.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'll be like Prince Joffrey in it.
But he was the result of invest.
Invest.
You don't like King Joffrey. You don't. Nothing
Incest.
else, Aaron.
Listen, alright.
And he was a wanker.
Yeah, well, what am I now?
You are a
Exactly.
wanker, but
Exactly.
you're not a result of
No, we don't know that.
Why can't I say the word incest?
Incest.
Incest.
Incest. Jesus Christ.
Have you noticed we always revert back to incest?
Jamie, look
What
at
is
me.
going on?
Look at me. Jamie, look at me. Fix up.
I'm the captain now.
Fix up. Fix up,
Fucking
look
King
sharp.
Joffrey over here. Aaron, you would become... I'll tell you what you'd be
What would I
if
be?
you was
Yeah?
reincarnated.
What's that?
You'd be like one of them like rare white apes that you only see like once in the blue moon.
What, you? Like you?
No,
Right
you.
now. Jamie, but that... You literally
Your hand
call-
will become like an ashtray.
You
And
still
some poacher
call-
would take it
You
and
still
sell it to
call
like a
me.
millionaire.
You still call me a white ape.
You are a white ape.
So how can I be a white ape in my next life if I am one right now?
Well, at the minute you're only one in theory.
Disgraceful behaviour. Absolutely disgusting. God,
Right.
man.
My next story, guys. David Bowie
Oh, God, yeah.
said before he died, because he used to write, he had a blog called, I think it was a blog or it might have been a website called davidbowie.com or something like that.
Yeah.
And he,
Inventive.
yeah, as you would. Well, if I was David Bowie, I would also own davidbowie.com. But he said on there, because he wrote on it quite a lot towards the end, like when he was like less like singing and stuff like that, do you know what I mean? Less doing tours and in movies and things like that. He said towards the end that Google is Illuminati and Illuminati is Google. In one of his in literally one of the last things he said on there before he died.
I wouldn't be entirely surprised.
What do you think about
I wouldn't be surprised with Illuminati because Google has taken over the world between
And
them.
he was
Between them
saying-
and Amazon.
that? Yeah, he's saying that apparently Illuminati, it runs everything. It runs the whole world.
Like if you think about how you
It
rely,
is the secret society. Like,
how much you rely on Google,
yeah.
how much you rely on Amazon.
And when I did research on Illuminati and things like that, people say that Anonymous, whatever they're called, are a link off of the Illuminati, but they're doing it in a way that they're kind of like a little brother type thing, and they're set up by the younger generation of the Illuminati.
Oh really?
Yeah, and all like the hackers and that type of thing.
Mm.
That's absolute madness, isn't it?
It's very scary.
But someone like David Bowie, I know he was a bit crazy when he was around, and people don't agree with some things that he did and said and stuff like that.
Mm.
It's mad for him to come out and say something like that, because you can imagine he would be someone that the Illuminati would want to bring in.
Yeah,
He has
well,
such
he
influence,
would be
doesn't
part
he?
of the elite, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he
'Cause
says,
he
'cause that's what all these secret societies are. It's always the elite, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there won't be like no average Joes
Mm.
part of them type of things. But I do think I do personally think there is more. Well, it's obvious the corporations have more influence than the actual politicians and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like the likes of Google and Facebook.
It's definitely out
and
there.
Stuff like
It's
that.
100% out there. It's like even the Masons. The Masons are out there still. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? They still run in England quite
You
a
could
lot.
actually join the Masons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So someone I know, their cousin is in the Masons. And do you know how he got into the Masons? He got initiated by his granddad.
That's what I mean. It's always who you know and not what you
And
know.
women aren't allowed in the Masons.
Are they not?
No.
I wouldn't
And
be surprised.
The
Them
Masons,
them
what
types
they
of
do is
societies will
every
still
year
be
they
very
throw a
sexist.
dinner, and the dinner every year is,
Like in The
is three
Simpsons.
new initiated people. 3 new people get initiated in.
What would you do if I told
And
you I was
apparently-
in the Masons?
And apparently the Masons open up loads of doors. They have loads and loads of contacts. You can get really good job. Most Masons are really, really well paid people because they get contacts through the Masons.
Well, there's a lot of people that are Masons, like in line of duty and stuff. They touch on the Masons as well. That
Yeah.
a lot of the higher up police.
Apparently, a lot of the Parliament are in the Masons.
Well, they would be, wouldn't they?
Yeah, a lot of the higher ups. Apparently, David Cameron was in the Masons. Things like that.
Fuck David Cameron.
It's all these secret societies, though. It's all madness. But apparently, yeah, that's what David Bowie said. Illuminati is Google, and Google is Illuminati.
It's very scary because they have all our private information on that. Do you know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, 100%.
And someone hacked all that.
Yeah.
Or released all
Like I think all these Snapchat.
If
and that
we
and
pushed
all
if
that-
we pushed too much on this podcast, lads, we could get shut down.
yeah, we could do.
Come at us!
We could have some like 10 geezers in suits turn up, yeah. In
And everyone's
SUVs.
saving all their stuff onto the cloud now and all that.
Yeah.
They're so easily hacked. The
Exactly.
cloud. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that geezer that from where was he from? Like, he was Norwegian, wasn't he? Who did the whole fappening?
I don't know.
Whatever he was just a normal guy.
Is that the WikiLeaks guy?
No, the fappening where he leaked all the famous women's iClouds.
Oh yeah.
And he had like Jennifer Lawrence and that having all their like booty
Titties
pics
out.
put up. Pictures like with.
You spent a long time on that, didn't you?
He shall not deny nor confirm.
I'm not going to confirm or deny anything. Just put it this way, my mate Dan, he was with us as well, Kieran. Every week Dan had a new set for us to look at. We went around his house.
He was like, look at this one.
And he would always be like, this is that person. And I'll be like, 90% of them I never knew who they were. Because they're always like
90%,
models or
yeah,
something.
You never know.
And like, I don't know models.
But yeah, did you know that the Illuminati was founded in 1776? That's how long it's been around.
Is that what era is that? Is that George Washington?
That is George Washington, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty sure it is.
But it was founded by a German philosopher.
A German?
Yep. And it was founded to make the world for equality and freedom. That's what apparently.
1776 is the year of the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was Washington.
No, he was founded.
Declaration of
by
Independence.
Yeah, but it was founded by a German.
Yeah, but he would have been
philosopher.
part of it, wouldn't he? Surely.
Probably, I imagine it probably got that
Wooden
far.
teeth
Yeah,
and all.
but,
Yeah.
yeah, apparently it was founded then in Germany.
Just to go back quickly, something I forgot about Mum's ghost story.
Yeah.
She said she had a friend staying there 2 weeks before, and she couldn't go to sleep because two girls were singing all night down the corridor.
Nah.
It's called,
Yeah.
it's called a bit of whiskey.
Two
mate.
young girls.
Where's this at?
Flitwick Manor.
I'll never
I
go
reckon
there.
we should try something like that.
We should. Yeah, I think it'd be
We
a
should
good
go
idea.
to a haunted
If we go
place and
stay,
stay
should we
overnight.
book like a night
In Flitwick Manor.
in Flitwick Manor? All three of us.
Yeah, that'd
And
be
see
fun.
Well, I
what-
think it's
see
more
what
in your head
happens.
than anything else. Because you know when you
When you become scared of
when you
something-
watch like a scary movie and then you go to the toilet late at night and then you look down the stairs or something and you think, nah, nah, I
I
can
know
see
what you mean,
something's
bro.
coming at me. Innit?
Do you know what I do? Do you know what I do? When I'm, because obviously I'm in the flat, and
Yeah.
do you know that 6-foot dog that Shot has, the the huge fucking
Yeah.
dog?
Yeah.
When I turn around, sometimes I get scared of it.
It's like me. Whenever I'm, because I know how dark that room gets, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Sometimes when I watch a scary movie, I
and
always
your cupboard's slightly open.
Yeah.
You're thinking,
and
oh,
I think,
fuck.
and what I do is I turn the torch on and I look in the corner, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah, what I do
I
now,
think it's more that than
if
anything.
I watch something creepy or something like that, yeah, I'm taking a piss with the door open. Yeah, I'll be looking downstairs. I'll be like blind pissing it. I'll be looking downstairs, making sure there's nothing behind me. It just stare at me in the darkness.
What would you do if you turned it down there and something actually
Do you know
running
what
at you?
scares me about?
I was like,
you know
nah!
what scares me about the stairs? Yeah. Do you know? I think it's the second Conjuring where it's based in England. Is it the second one?
Yeah, The Conjuring. Yeah.
Where they're in England,
Hmm.
and it's the two young
That's
girls.
the nun.
The two young girls.
The nun's in it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I watched a documentary on what that actually happened in that case, way years before this
Movie come out.
come out.
Yeah.
And the mum was describing like when the last day they spent in the house, and she was saying that a ghost. She actually felt the presence of a ghost, like pushing her down the stairs as she was running. It was chasing her down the stairs, And then as soon as she went out the front door, the door slammed. And then she looked in, the daughter's flying around the fucking room like a lunatic. And then the neighbours opposite even saw the daughter flying around. And they thought they were mucking around, but the daughter was actually flying around in circles in the air. Getting pulled across.
No, Jamie.
I'm telling you, that's what it says in the fucking thing.
I don't care what it says, Jay. No.
But anyway, back to Mum's thing.
I'd love to go to Mum's house.
I think it'd be cool.
You should be the biggest pussies going.
Exactly, that's what would be jokes. We should
I
film
would be
it.
crying.
Well.
I would cry.
We'd film.
I would cry.
I don't care.
We'd film it. We'd film it.
We'd film it. Yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because no ghosts come out.
She
on
couldn't
camera.
sleep. This woman didn't know that there's any hauntings in Flitwick Manor.
Yeah.
But she couldn't sleep because these two girls singing all night. Two young girls singing all night. And then when she complained to the reception in the morning, she said, "There's no children here."
To be honest,
Would you check out?
There's no children here.
Would you check
We
out?
do not allow children to stay on those premises.
Yeah, but there's no children being checked in.
Yeah, but people could have just snuck children. You don't know. Or people could have been playing bare loud music on YouTube or something.
What, two girls singing the same song all night?
Yeah, could have been. That's how people sleep. People are crazy.
What, people are sleeping? You're telling
I
me
don't
people are
believe that.
sleeping?
I don't believe that.
You don't believe it?
I believe when I hear it or see it. Do you know what I mean?
That's the same as me, but you got to admit it's pretty intriguing, isn't it? It's pretty
Yeah, I mean,
scary.
it could all be true, but
But I was reading about a
Well, very much
Canadian
doubt it.
hotel, the most haunted hotel in Canada.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's apparently a busboy that will bring you to your room in this hotel, and then when you go to the reception, because
don't
he
know about
disappears before you can give him your tip, they always say that we haven't had a busboy here since the 1950s or 1960s.
Yeah, I just think someone's just playing a bit of a prank.
Do you think?
Yeah. It's Canada, innit? They're light-hearted. Good people.
Oh, you're not going to insult the Canadians?
No,
then,
Canadians are nice guys. You know what I mean?
Canadians are safe, according to Aaron.
Yeah. You know, when it comes to, like, ghost stories, they're quite creepy. They're a good watch.
They get you going, but
Yeah.
I don't believe in it.
I haven't experienced anything paranormal myself, apart from, you talking in your sleep.
That's not paranormal.
That
right?
is, it scares
That's
the
just
crap out of
normal.
me.
No, I've never experienced anything myself ever. Like I've never had a brush with a ghost, anything like that.
They say cold spots, don't they, in the room?
Cold spot. I just don't.
Don't get me wrong. Like I am open to going to these places and
I
checking
think
it out.
I think the more open you are to it,
And I think as
the
well,
more
you've got to
intuition
think,
you have with it.
these houses and that, they
They're being marketed.
are marketed
Yeah.
as the most haunted house in the world. So they've probably got creaky floorboards and weird, eerie things being played into the room and cold spots where they've purposely not, like, do you know what I mean, killed the temperature in a certain way. Do you know what I mean? There's ways of doing it. That's the whole point. Do you know what I mean? Flitwick Manor attracts people because it's probably haunted. Do you know what I mean? Whereas you never hear of just a normal person staying in like a bloody Airbnb or a Premier Inn and going, oh yeah, by the way, I was chased around by a crazy person last night. Do you know what I mean?
There was some like ghost nun coming at me last night, and she wanted to suck my
Well,
dick.
something you might not know.
She wanted to suck my dick.
But it's always this crazy manor out in the middle of nowhere that's been lived in for centuries and centuries. Do you know what I mean?
Would you stay there at night then?
I would do it
And where?
with a Ouija
Flitwick
board, isn't
Manor.
it? Do
Yeah.
it with a Ouija
I'm
board.
not
isn't it?
fucking about with a Ouija board.
Why not?
I don't believe in it all, but I'm not fucking
A
about with
Ouija
a
board
Ouija
would be
board.
jokes, man.
No, because no, my luck will taste like I turn around on YouTube, be possessed, and I'll list it.
We'll just tie you to the bed.
Take to bed, yeah. Get a sex doll.
Jamie and Polly's sex doll out of the cupboard, isn't it?
Literally, that. Don't bring me back to that because
Look
it
how
sets
upset
me
it is,
off. It sets me
I
off.
can tell by your eyes
It
and the
is-
way your hair is looking crazy right now.
It's just mental. That documentary is probably the worst thing I've ever seen on TV.
What, worse than the dogging documentary?
Oh, the documentary. That was two like 30 stone women, and the little geezer trying
they
to
both
fit in
got
a
a
Yaris. What was his name? Paul. That guy.
Why are you watching this stuff? Don't you guys have better stuff to do?
I only watched it because Jamie told me to watch it. This is what Jamie does there, and Jamie watches the worst TV in the whole world.
Yeah, it's well. I weren't planning on watching that. It was just on. When I finished with Love Island, I went back to normal TV and it was just on.
I bet it was.
And I was just like- and
it was
Charlotte
just
was
on in
like-
the background, wasn't it?
Charlotte was like, "Come on, we'll go to bed," and I was like, "No." Now that I've started watching this, I have to watch it
Oh dear.
because it's one of those things. It's like a car crash, isn't it? You don't want to look, but you want to look at the same time. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Let's just move on now from sex dolls, isn't it?
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's just
Aaron,
move
you're next.
Well, we all know the classic scary mirror stories,
How's
don't
he
we?
looking on the mic? He's quite far away.
He's quite quiet.
The classic
Bring it down towards you. That's better.
classic mirror stories, you know, Bloody Mary, Candyman and all that, you know.
Yeah.
That just scared the crap out of me when I was younger. It really did.
Did you ever do Bloody Mary?
Yeah.
I did Bloody Mary when I was in France. You know, when you go to France.
I did it in France. Yeah, year 6.
In year 6, yeah. To be fair, no, the only thing that has ever really creeped me out, was when I was staying in France and we were staying that hostel in the middle of
Yeah, it's
nowhere.
fucking massive, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was huge.
Yeah.
We got a lamp and flickered it out the window like Morse code, and someone started flicking one back through the forest. Yeah.
Through the forest.
Through the forest, yeah, that was behind the thing, and I was like,
that was Bloody Mary. She come to get you.
no, but we did Bloody Mary. Everyone started screaming. And I was standing there like, no. Do you know what I mean?
I ain't do that myself. That's not happening, is it?
Have you ever done it?
But not by myself. I have done it with other people, yeah.
Do you feel as though you would get attacked?
It's like, you know when we go toilet in here in Mum's house,
Yeah.
and it's got the mirror right in front of you. I'm always in the dark thinking if something comes up behind me and I'm gonna switch.
That's why I won't. Do you know that thing that Mum's
So I'm
got?
gonna run out
She's
of
got
it.
them typical cabinets that are
Yeah.
in films. You open it up and then you close it. The fucker's behind you.
Yeah.
I will not open that cabinet up.
No.
I don't open it.
No.
If the deodorant's in there, I'm going to smell because I'm not. I'm not opening that fucking cabinet.
If
up.
something's behind me, I'm running at cock first. That's all I know. Running straight down the stairs, penis out, running straight at it.
Just spear it down the stairs.
Oh my god, man.
Have you guys ever seen The Visit?
I don't know. Maybe.
It was made by
he's the one with,
Night thing.
The
he
grandma.
Asks, the grandma and the granddad who tells us to get in the oven.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is fucked up because that could actually happen.
And she's like under the fucking house.
Yeah, and she's chasing her around like crazy, and
Oh.
the granddad keeps shitting in the shitting diapers into the thing. Oh.
What's wrong with it? What's wrong with him?
They were
To
actually
find
just mental
out,
patients.
they're mental patients. She goes, show me, where's Nana and Granddad? She's on web FaceTime to the mum. She's like, that ain't Nana and Granddad. That don't look anything like Nana and Granddad. Who are they? And then as she says it, they turn and they both look at her and they run at her at the house. And you find out that they've killed Nana and Granddad and left them in the basement. And they're just mental patients.
And these
But
kids,
they've never met Nana and Granddad because they were younger when they met them.
because the nana and grand, well, it was either the nana or the granddad was a psychiatrist
Yeah.
in the mental hospital.
Yeah, and then she
they escaped from.
and they escaped from it and come and killed Nana and Granddad and pretended to be them.
That is fucked up. That film.
That sounds messed up.
And the bit where she's in the front room and she's cleaning, and then all of a sudden she comes up from below the camera,
Yeah.
right in front of the webcam, and she's like, "Doo-doo-doo," and you're like,
And when like he's like stay in the room at night, innit? And she's fucking running around the house.
yeah,
I was just
they're running around like crazy
I
people.
would- Do you know what? Movies really piss me off. Scary movies really piss me off. Yeah, because even when I was a child, I had the sense to get the fuck out of there. If something was untoward, I'd be gone, straight down the road. It used to happen when I used to go out with my friends down Wardown Park. Wardown Park's supposed to be haunted, isn't it? So we always used to freak each other out, and then it would get to a point where we'd see something, and all of us would just fucking run. No one would say anything. We just all run, and we run for about 20 minutes, and then you're out there. But you don't do it. You don't do it in horror movies, do they?
Yeah.
They just fall over. You've got
That's the only
guaranteed fall over.
That's the only thing that creeped me out, because like obviously if you go see family that you've never met before,
Yeah.
and then you turn up and they're all fun nothing, but then they start doing weird shit, and then they go like show me a picture or send me like on webcam and it's not. Oh mate, I'd be gone.
You would hear the car door, and I'd be fucking driving away.
Jay would be trying to start up your car.
When no one leaves the house, did it? And she's like, get on, leave the house.
Yeah.
Come on, you crappy ass truck.
It'd be like typical horror
Flintstone
movie thing where it's like it won't fucking happen. Yeah, but
Kieran-
that movie is messed up. Man.
Kieran would pull off and crash straight into the
It's a really
trailer.
unknown. It's not
Hashtag
really
written
well
off.
known, but it's actually got a real good premise about it.
Yeah, because it's different, isn't it? Like a lot of the stuff
And it
now
could
is all
happen.
the same shit.
It
Yeah,
could
that is
happen.
different.
Because I was like, oh,
Yeah,
they're,
that could
they're
happen.
It's
definitely
possible.
possessed or something. Do you know what I mean? That's what I thought. But then it started shitting diapers and stuff, and I was like, ghosts don't really defecate, do they?
That's why I quite enjoyed. What is it? Us. The film Us, because even though I clocked on quite early what was going on in it,
Yeah.
I did enjoy the fact that because when I was watching the trailer, I was like, "Oh, they're possessed. They're
yeah,
ghosts."
that's what I thought.
They're ghost
And then
versions of
I
themselves.
thought, because I know when it was the first family, when it was
Yeah.
just the black family,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, this is definitely going to be just a possession type thing, like mirrors and all that kind of
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
But then, as soon as the other family come into it, and they turned into them, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is a bit funny. Do you know what I mean? I thought, oh, because ghosts don't really jump,
No.
normally like that, do they? So I was like, is it like demons or something? Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. And it kept you thinking, "Oh,
And then
it's
as soon as the
supernatural for a
rabbits come
long
up,
time.
I was like, definitely clones.
I was
Yeah.
pissing myself
Definitely
laughing.
clones. Aaron didn't understand until Dan's probably just still understand what's
I
going
was,
on now.
I was pissing myself laughing. I couldn't. I thought it was quite a funny film, to be fair.
Get Out was good.
Get Out was
quality.
good as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Because that was like a secret society. I'm telling you, they're out there. That's the only thing I do believe in, secret society.
Nah,
Really?
I believe in
Mm.
aliens. You got to believe in aliens.
And megalodons, isn't
Megalodons.
About Megalodon. You can't believe.
it? Nah, I'm joking.
And when Jason Statham kills one of them, the bigger
With-
one
with a
comes out and
harpoon.
takes it out.
With a harpoon to the eye.
What a load of shite.
I watched it again the other day, and with Beth and her family, and it's the shittest movie in the whole world.
It's just one of the. It's like a lot of the Rock's
They're making a
movies,
second
isn't it?
one.
Are they?
Yeah, a
They
second
can't
Meg.
be making a second
Yeah,
one.
do you know how much money that made?
Yeah, it
Like
would,
700 million.
Yeah, it would do because it's all CGI, isn't it? They make a shit ton of money. But the thing is, like, it's like all the Rock movies. A lot of the Rock movies, they're just like easy entertainment movies.
But these
isn't it?
movies are
action.
they're just a joke because it's like, as you said,
Action
horror
movies.
movies. Like, why are you doing these things? Just run away. Stop going into rooms by yourself and things like that.
I don't believe in megalodons personally.
Well, neither does anyone, Larry, because they're not real.
Kieran, you just said you believed
You
in it.
did. You said
No,
you
You
said-
sound
I
more
was
ridiculous
joking.
than me believing
I
Mum
was
about politic
joking.
manner.
Oh, it was a joke.
Was it a joke, Kieran?
Although megalodons did exist though,
Yeah,
they did.
Of course
yeah,
they did.
Years
millions
ago.
of years ago.
But
because they've actually found like the teeth and all that kind of stuff.
yeah,
they do believe that giant
There's a teeth
squids
in the
still
nat-
exist, don't they?
Yeah, there's the teeth in the national.
lower-
Yeah, in that. What's it
Because
called?
they only find dead bodies of them.
Yeah, what's it called though?
what?
It's like the dark part of the sea.
The trench, the
underneath.
Seasonic Trench, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
There is so much of the ocean we haven't explored.
Yeah,
though.
90% of the ocean is still undiscovered.
Yeah, I think it's less than 7% now. It was 5% when we were younger, but they've discovered 2%
more
now.
now. It's because
30% of it's
what's
plastic.
his name? Cameron. What's his name? James Cameron discovered loads, didn't he? Because he went down. He's one of 3 people that have ever gone down that far.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
I didn't know that.
He's gone down to the trench. That I don't know.
Marine
what the
trench
is
or
called.
something.
Yeah, marine trench. He's one of those
Fuck
people.
knows what it
Because
is.
that's below like depth of anyone's ever gone before.
That's where the megalodon was supposed to be hanging
gonna
out.
be
wasn't
hanging
it?
out. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Megalodons are they're stupid creatures, so they can't hide themselves. No animal can. So
No, it wouldn't stay below that. But it's saying that it didn't know there was an upper atmosphere.
There could
there.
possibly
And that's
be
why it come through.
big stuff down there that we don't really know.
yeah.
But we would have definitely found, or at least be images of it by now. Do you know what I mean?
You don't know. You don't know how far down it goes.
Yeah. So
They haven't actually reached the bottom of it, have they?
No.
could be a Pacific Rim type of thing, and then all of a sudden one day these massive monsters come out and that.
Yeah, it'd be fucking. Oh, fuck. Do you know what? Then I'll just give up.
Yeah.
I'll just give up. I'll just be like, what's
I'll
the point?
just be like, I told everyone nothing good comes from the sea.
How are you going to tell everyone, Kieran?
I will just put it on Facebook.
He'll
innit?
broadcast it on this podcast.
Oh, live
I hope we have more
broadcast
than
it.
5 listeners.
He's going to put on Twitter that I told everyone, bruv. I told everyone.
Nothing good comes from the sea. Never get in the sea.
I like the sea.
But do you, if say if you were getting chased by an entity or some kind of like fucked up creature, what would you do? You'd go, wouldn't you? You'd be gone.
First of all, I'm fighting it.
You would fight.
I'm squaring up to it.
See, this is where you're done, Myron. This is where you die.
How about that?
You just fucking go. I'd be gone.
Pulls up at that Egypt, right? I won't say that.
I'd be gone. I wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah, I'd just be out there.
I'd be in the car. I'd be gone.
I'd be out there straight away.
There's no question about it.
Mate, it's getting a right hook straight to the chops. That's what it's getting.
You're gonna die and your arm will get ripped off.
But what?
Have you seen Evil Dead?
Yeah.
The remake?
No, I didn't see I've seen the original one.
Oh, it's unbelievably fucked.
Go on, Jay.
Unbelievably fucked up.
Go on.
These things don't die. Like, possesses one person at a time, just jumps from person to person.
Yeah, that would be my worst nightmare. Do you know what I mean? I could deal with a ghost.
Yeah.
Just don't go near it.
Just don't go there, just leave it in the corner.
No, just don't go in the house. If it's a business in the house, don't go near the house. Simple, done.
I would sell the house instantly. Do you know when they moved into the house, like, oh, we can't sell the house.
Have you seen Haunted on Hill House? Have you seen it? That's messed up.
Yeah.
The ending is messed up as well.
Yeah.
Everyone starts dying.
Yeah, everyone's dead.
And it's all to do with the actual house in the Red Room, isn't it?
Yeah. They're doing a second season, but obviously not with the same characters because everyone's fucking dead.
They were driving the car, yeah, and she jumps out between them as they're arguing in the front. Oh my! I've never jumped so much in all my life.
That was the best ghost horror movie, horror series. Well,
they're making another one.
I've seen. I know. I just said yeah.
Yeah, they're making another one, but it's not on.
It was all down to that woman with the the 50s clothes on, isn't it?
Yeah, it was all down. Yeah, she was the first one that died. Yeah,
who was telling the mum.
She was psychotic, wasn't
she?
Yeah.
And then turned the mum on them all.
Yeah. Do you know what freaked me out though?
When the mum was running around the house.
No, do you know what freaked me out? When they were like, oh yeah, loads of work was getting done and all that, and she was walking past all the guys that were doing the work, and there was actually no one doing work anywhere, like fixing the clocks or painting the walls or anything.
Yeah, it was all ghosts.
It was all ghosts, and I was like,
because the whole house, whoever dies there, stays there.
And they keep like showing you that happening, and then they just explain it right at the end that that's actually all ghosts.
Yeah,
and only the little girl.
I didn't clock that until right at the end.
Yeah, only the little girl can see it, can't she?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it.
And the Red Room is a room where so like one of the girls had a dance studio, and the Red Room would be the dance studio. So the Red Room would change into something that they wanted
for each of them. Yeah,
for each of them.
Aaron, it's worth what you get scared quite easily. Don't
I'm
you?
a massive pussy.
Yeah.
To be honest, I get scared by comedies. To be honest. Especially if Adam Sandler's in it. Jesus Christ, he needs to stop
He's
acting.
done that deal on Netflix now, so he's just bringing out bad movie after bad movie at the minute. Adam Sandler.
No, this isn't paranormal.
All right.
Neither are sex dolls, Kieran, but we go with it, son.
I said we'd go off on tangents. I had to bring the sex dolls up. It's been bugging me all week. I can't talk to no one about it.
It's because no one else cares.
Everyone thinks I'm weird.
He can't look Charlotte in the eye anymore, Kieran, innit? Especially after you bought one.
I couldn't. First of all, who the fuck is paying $4,000 or whatever for a sex doll? You would just pay a prostitute, wouldn't you?
You can get a prostitute for $50, can you?
$50 what? Dollars?
Pounds, euros, whatever.
Don't know. Ask Dan.
You can get a crackhead for 30 quid down the fucking
ask Dan, innit?
red light.
So, the Russian sleeping experiment. You guys heard of this?
No, I haven't heard of this one.
No.
Right, basically.
If it's in Russia, it's fucked.
I'm pretty sure it's a story.
Yeah. Think about Chernobyl.
So, in the 1940s, the Russians tested 5 subjects, 5 humans. They put them in a chamber with like these chemicals. I'm not sure what chemicals they are. They just say sealed gas chamber. And they basically keep them awake for 30 days. And they're prisoners. So if they get through it, they can go. And after a while, like a couple of days in, it says the subject acts normally. They're talking to each other, whispering to the researchers through the one-way glass. And then after
are they kept separately?
No, they're kept together.
They're kept together.
Yeah.
In like a pen type thing.
Yeah, it's like a pen. It's like a quarantine zone. Do you know?
How
what I
do
mean?
they
It's
keep
obviously
them awake?
I think it's probably the gas.
Well, they release gas into the room
Yeah,
and it keeps them awake.
it's like a sealed gas chamber. They say. So probably keep them awake.
But surely that if you just sit down on the floor and nap, that's what I'd do.
Yeah, you nap anyway. You could nap on
I
the
could
back
nap
of a
standing up.
fucking yeah.
Yeah, well, no, this is Kieran. This is a story. Can you stop ruining
To be
it?
fair, it's Russia. They probably walked in and pointed a gun at their head and said, "Stay awake, or you'll die." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
They are
right.
prisoners, so
Yeah.
they're trying to
They're
fight
probably
for their
fighting for their
survival,
freedom. Yeah.
At the 4-day mark, apparently, their conversation took a darker side. After 5 days, they start to complain about circumstances and demonstrate severe paranoia.
Yeah, which you probably would do, wouldn't you? 'Cause you're
'Cause
severely.
you're severely
Because when you're
sleep-deprived.
tired, that oxygen doesn't go to your brain as well, so your brain starts like getting lack of oxygen, which makes it grow, like get smaller and smaller, and you go funny. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I become very irritable even if I've had only if I've had a night where I've only had like a couple of hours.
Yeah, which I've had last night.
Yeah, I become very irritable.
Anyway, carry on.
After 9 days, one of the subjects starts screaming uncontrollably, tearing his vocal cords.
Wow, imagine being that guy. Imagine being stood next to that guy.
I'd knock the cunt out. I'd put him to sleep.
The others prevent the researchers from looking inside by pasting torn book pages and feces on the porthole windows and one-way mirrors. So they're like paper mache with their poo on the mirror, so they can't see.
But you got to think though, like you've got to have some sort of sense about you in order to do that. Do you know what I mean? And work as a team as doing it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You'd be like monkeys. I know when monkeys turn a bit primate, and then they go all crazy. Yeah, they work as a team. So you must be on the same wavelength. You must be like.
You go back to primal instinct.
You look down and Steve's doing it, so you're like, give it a go.
I'll
do you
just
know what I
shit
mean?
my hand and
I'll just
rub it on
shit
the
and
window.
carry on. Come on, Steve, me and you together, innit? Type thing. Shit in my hand, grab some paper and go. Yeah, next one. Yeah.
A few days pass without the researchers being able to look inside, during which the chamber is completely silent. Yeah,
They weren't able to look inside.
they can't see. The researchers used the intercom to test if the subjects are still alive and get a short response of a subject expressing compliance. After 12 days, the researchers come and instruct the subjects to do as they say and that they will either go free or get shot. To the researchers' surprise, one subject states, we no longer want to be freed. That's a bit creepy, isn't it?
He doesn't want to be free.
Yeah, one of them said, we no longer want to be freed.
They want to stay in there
Yeah,
and stay awake.
yeah. This is getting creepy. I'm
What
kind
the
of scared.
fuck?
Hold my hand. On the 15th day, the researchers decided to turn off the stimulating gas and reopen the chamber. Upon looking inside, they discovered that the 4 surviving subjects had performed lethal and several mutilation and disembowelment on themselves during the past days, including tearing off flesh and muscles, removing multiple abdominal internal organs, practicing self-cannibalism. This is... and allowing 4 inches of blood and water to accumulate on the floor. The subjects also violently refused to leave the chamber and begged the scientists to continue administrating the stimulant. Murdering one soldier and severely injuring another while attempting to remove them. After eventually being removed from the chamber, all the subjects are shown to exhibit extreme strength, unprecedented resistance to drugs and sedatives, superhuman abilities to remain alive despite lethal injuries, and a desperate desire to remain awake and be given the stimulant. It is also found that any one of the subjects who fall asleep also dies instantly.
So the stimulant was like acting.
Made them make them go crazy.
Yeah.
Basically.
It was like it put them into like a primal
Yeah.
instinct.
I bet it wasn't to do with sleep. I bet they were testing this stimulant, or whatever it's called,
Yeah.
to see if they'd go like super like.
Yeah,
if it
it's probably
worked.
Cold War times. Wasn't it?
Yeah, probably like to
What
see if
year
they can
was
make
that?
like a super soldier.
1940s. So
Yeah.
It's 1940s, yeah. So they're
it's
Probably trying to make it like a
They're
super
fighting
soldier or
Nazis.
something, weren't
Yeah.
they? Probably trying to make like a super soldier or something.
Because they were all doing it. The Americans, the Nazis, all of them were fighting their way to try and make a super soldier to fight the World War because they were losing so many men.
Imagine walking into that room though after the 5 days.
And they've all
not seen
disemboweled themselves.
anyone.
Oh,
They'd be in a state on the floor, wouldn't they?
I'd close the door. I'd close the door. Fuck it.
So
just leave them in there.
They put
15 days.
that's 15 days, and then they put the surviving 3 subjects back in. One falls asleep and dies. One researcher kills one, just with a gun. So there's only one left, and he identifies himself as inherent evil, and he's like a wild animal in a human mind. The researcher soon shoots him dead. The last subject says this as his last words, so nearly free.
Nearly free.
So nearly free.
See, I feel as though what happened is they'd gone into their own heads at that point, and like the primal instinct has just taken over. Like, because it's in all of us, isn't it?
Were they eating regularly?
They're eating each other.
They're eating themselves. Self-cannibalism.
Yeah, but were they eating at the beginning?
It doesn't say.
I guarantee you that was just Russians just thinking, what can we do in it? Bit bored. Stick a few men in a thing and see what happens if you don't sleep for 30 days.
Fucking...
Or, like I said to you,
I can't imagine not
they're
sleeping
spraying
for like
some sort of chemical
than 3
in
days.
there to keep them awake, yeah? Because what Aaron's saying. So that they're testing that chemical, and bet you that's either going to either be a weapon or it's going to be something to aid them, yeah?
It would
So
be like some kind of amphetamine.
Only reason why you'd make it would either be a weapon or something to make their soldiers stronger. And obviously it went wrong. Do you know what I mean?
And it's all covered up.
With a sleep... what do you call
experiment.
it? Split sleep experiment.
But I feel as though, like, with the... like, the sleeping side of it, I think I would last about 3 days and I'd have to go to sleep.
Wouldn't even last that long. It'd be like 12
think-
hours. And I'm like,
Especially with Russian prisons.
you don't know what they... Do you know what I mean?
I think they might just try and do it just so they can get free.
You would do, yeah, because their prisons are fucked over there.
What do you guys think of the Jesus and Mary Magdalene story? Have you heard about this?
No.
It was the premise of the Da Vinci Code, the film and the book.
Mm.
Basically, they say that Jesus had the 12 disciples or whatever it was? The 11 disciples, whatever. 12 disciples. And they say that they were all men, weren't they? There was not one woman in there. Well, if you look at the Last Supper and stuff, and obviously, whether or not you believe Jesus was God's son, Jesus was actually a man, wasn't he? There's actually proof that he was actually a man. He actually did exist, this
Is there?
man. Yeah, there's actually proof that's actually... like thing, there's actually like birth certificate, like not birth, you know what I mean?
Birth certificate.
You know what I mean? Though? There's actually like proof that
Just
he
print
was
it
born
out,
and
innit?
stuff like that.
Right.
And basically they say that Mary Magdalene was Jesus' lover, and that he actually had a child with Mary Magdalene, and the Knight Templars tried to cover it up, tried to get rid of the bloodline because they don't want it to, because the Knight Templars are the
army for the church.
Army for the church, but not the Catholic Church. For the other church.
I thought they were for the Catholic Church.
Well, they're an army for the church, and obviously they don't want Jesus to have a bloodline. They just want Jesus to have died, and that's it. Do you know what I mean? The way it's written in the Bible. So apparently, they say that that this conspiracy has been covered up throughout the whole of history. That Jesus actually does have a child out there, and that someone in this world, multiple people in this world, are from Jesus' bloodline.
Really?
And that she was one of the disciples.
That far back, there'll be millions of people.
She was one of the disciples, and she was actually in the Last Supper and stuff like that.
No way of proving it though, is there? That's no problem.
It's not surprising though, is it? Like a man and a woman, they're only going to do what's natural, isn't it?
Plus, he was a man, you know, and we are very horny people.
Yeah, but apparently that's actually a real thing. Do you know what I mean? Because I've seen the Da Vinci Code. Have you seen those movies?
Yeah, but I've not really paid much attention to them.
Angels and Demons as well. That's really good.
Do you believe in all that shit?
What?
Like God and that?
No.
I'm an atheist.
Have you guys heard of the the Lavender Town syndrome?
Lavender Town
Yeah,
syndrome.
yeah.
No.
Well, basically, so in the first Pokemon games, there was a town called
Lavender.
Lavender.
Yeah, Lavender Town.
As in the flower.
As in the flower,
Yeah,
lavender.
yeah. I just can't speak properly.
Mhm.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm just kind
You
of
being
retarded.
you.
Just kind of retarded, you know. They have this eerie music in the background when you're there,
Right.
and according to the legend, it says here, rates of illness and suicide in children in Japan between the ages of 7 to 12 have reached a fever pitch, so all-time high.
Yeah.
And the common connection between all of them is that they played Pokemon Green, which was the one with the Venusaur on the front of it.
Was this back when Game Boys were black and white?
Yeah. And have gone to the town, Lavender Town. Yeah.
Have you got the music?
Yeah, I'll get the music up. So cut this, Kieran. So this is the music. It's quite creepy.
You're freaking Rocco.
Even Rocco's getting a bit thing.
That is fucked up.
Rocco's like, what is going on?
Rocco's my dog, everyone, by the way.
So basically, every time you
That's
get...
in a kid's game.
That's in a kid's game. So every time you go to Lavender Town, that song will play. And people are saying that the song, the beat is kind of like a syndrome, where people just...
Yeah, but it's one of those things where people, like, it catches on, doesn't it? Like,
What was that thing? The Momo thing, wasn't it?
yeah, the
It's-
Momo thing in what was it in? It was in
Twitch,
no, it was in
YouTube.
Wasn't it in Peppa Pig or something?
Yeah, it was in Peppa Pig. It was in
And it was telling
Paw
kids
Patrol.
to commit suicide and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it was actually just a piece of art, wasn't it? Like a half chicken, half fucking ugly face thing.
Yeah, and then there's also in Japan and China and that there's the suicide forest and stuff, isn't there?
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
Well, they're saying it causes insanity.
what that
That's that song, yeah. I've personally, I haven't played Pokemon Green, but I've played the remake. And the song is still in it, and I didn't feel different.
I don't feel there can't be enough evidence to back that up.
That is,
it's creepy music for sure, but it's not nothing special. Do you know what I mean?
they do it because there's like a ghost tower there.
That's definitely no singing girls in the corridor, I tell you that.
No, or you know, mum being part of Vape Nation. That
Oh, fucking hell.
Rocco is fully asleep right now, isn't it?
So, Kieran, are you convinced from what we have talked about today? Are you convinced of the ghosts? Are you convinced they exist?
No, not convinced at all. Still
Yeah.
not convinced. I'm willing to stay in a ghost house or whatever. That's completely.
I reckon we should do that and film it.
But I'm not convinced at all.
Do you think that would be? I think that would be quite a good feature for us to do if we stay in somewhere that's known to be haunted
Yeah.
as like a 3 just
But
for
it
a
depends
night.
how expensive these places are, because I'm not spending loads of money just to stay in it for one night.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry,
Kieran.
Didn't realise my company wasn't good enough.
Maybe if you email them and say that we're going to do a podcast about them, they
What,
might
get the room for
give
free?
a discount and see if it is actually haunted or not.
Or if you put your tits up and, you know, do some sucky, get us in there, Kieran, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, if you do some sexual favours.
Well, you're the one that knows all about that, Jamie, with your dolls.
Sex
that
dolls.
that you've acquired.
Yeah.
I am giving you two a task to watch OAPs and Still on the Game this week.
I can't do that.
I don't have the time, Jamie. I'm a very busy man.
Don't
Ki-
have the time.
Kieran's-
Fuck off.
Kieran's lying to audience right now.
On to our last story with our themes of conspiracy theories and all things creepy and weird.
Yeah. Like, how would you think the stories have gone this week anyway? Do you think that you did anything genuinely freak you out? I think them two girls freaked me out. The two singing girls.
No, I think out of the most thing that's the most true is probably what Aaron was talking about with the Russian
Yeah, that was fucked up. Yeah.
And sleeping experiment, but I don't think it was anything to do with sleep. I just think it was an experiment of this gas that they probably tried to
Of something
weaponise.
else.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's probably what it was.
But last thing
But-
I've got.
Something like that could turn into zombies.
I always think that. I always think that's how things. If there was going to be an outbreak,
It would happen like that.
yeah, it's going to happen like
The
that.
underground experiment in a thing.
Kind of
in
like
an
28
underground
days
tunnel
later or
type,
something
yeah,
like
an
that.
underground tunnel type thing, or a bunker.
Yeah.
And then they
Or testing on monkeys.
they're testing on some humans or whatever. They're one of them turns savage, bites the person. The person goes home, thinks they're okay. All shit breaks loose.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
What would you do in the zombie apocalypse?
I'm not going out to the middle of water, live on the sea, the rest of my life. Done.
If you was staying at home, say, what would you do? Would you save mum and dad? Save
Well, it
Aaron?
depends, doesn't it? How far it's gone. If they're all gone now, out that window I go into my car, gone.
Wow, out your window, jump onto the roof of the car and go. Your keys for your car are normally downstairs, though,
Yeah,
in a normal situation.
yeah. I'll find my way through. I could beat all these up. I've got Aaron. Hands
Kieran,
down.
Zombie Aaron? He would take you out.
I've got Aaron hands down.
Because they have like that zombie strength.
Take you straight out, son.
What would you do in the zombie apocalypse, Aaron?
I'll
I've got a full-blown plan.
bear panic.
Aaron probably wouldn't wake up.
You'd
for
be
a
dead,
while.
wouldn't you? You'd die.
I'll
Die in your bed.
I'll wake up, yeah.
Mum
See,
would
like,
just maul you in the bed.
I'll wake up, yeah. See, like Kieran's like in zombie form, yeah. Be like, and go back to sleep in it.
This is gonna be long.
And just accept it.
Just accept it.
Just accept fate. I would literally abseil off my balcony
How are you doing that, Joe?
with a bed sheet.
You're gonna glide.
I'm only on the first floor, so I could just jump off.
The zombie, yeah, you could just hang off your balcony and fall down. You wouldn't even do anything to yourself.
Because I think if I tried to go through my building and down the stairs, I would die because there's too many people trying to get out of their flats. And it'll be dark because I always assume the electric turns off. And then
Right, the electric turn off.
I would break into a shop, get as many stuff as I can, long dated stuff, and then I'd be on a fucking canoe or anything.
Where are you getting a
Get
canoe
into the
from,
water.
Joe?
I'll get on a canal boat.
Do you know what they should do? They should do a zombie film about like zombies that can swim. They've never done that before, have they? I think that would be top quality, don't you?
What?
Because everyone thinks automatically just go to the sea, you'll be fine. But what if the zombies can actually swim, like Olympic swim?
Could you
as well?
imagine like the trailer?
They're doing that butterfly stroke towards you, and you're like, ah!
They thought they were safe,
Like Tom-
but then the zombies got in the water and swam.
Zombies adapted.
Tom Daly zombie, where he just does a
dive.
like a Olympic gold medalist dive into the thing. And it's just
No, I'm not
starts
saying
swimming after
like
you.
they.
Michael Phelps, isn't it?
Yeah, Michael Phelps just
fucking
go.
flying towards
I'm not saying it makes sense,
Megalodon.
but like if they could just like, what do you call it? Like doggy paddle towards you.
What? It's got what?
I'd be dead because I can barely swim.
Yeah,
so
you'd be
I'd
gone.
be so fucking dead. I would have to be in a speedboat to get away from them, and they'd still find me.
But I think that'd be quality though, don't you?
In
as
a lot of
film?
zombie movies, though, they walk under the water, don't they? They get in the
No,
water and
anyone
walk
I've ever
underneath.
seen that in these parts of the Caribbean.
There's a lot of other movies where it happens. A lot of B movies, zombie B
I
movies.
don't watch some movies.
You don't seem to watch anything.
I don't
Aaron.
watch anything at all, man.
Yeah.
I really watch stuff.
That would creep me out though. But yeah, that would be my plan though. Head towards the sea and then just live on a boat.
I'd head towards the sea because my original plan was to live inside a shop, but I think you'd get looted so much. You just end up getting killed by like a random group of people, and then
That's why I never
it
understood
depends what
about
type of zombies they
Walking
are. If
Dead,
they're
do you
like
know
the
what I
slow
mean? There's 8
zombies.
seasons of it and they never go to the sea.
Mm.
Do you know
Well,
what I
in
mean?
Fear the Walking Dead, they do.
Do they?
They just
Yeah.
straight away.
And it's
And
it's
what
no
happens?
good. They swim.
The zombies can swim.
Don't they swim or are they floating around? They just float and then somehow get on the boats.
I don't know.
I can't remember what happened.
I watched up to a point where
It's actually good now. Fear the Walking
they
Dead. It's actually better than Walking Dead.
they got on a yacht. That was it. That's what I watched up to. It's like the first season. I watched the first season. It's awful. I couldn't bother.
So they can swim. These zombies can swim.
Now that you put swimming zombies in my mind, I can't get past it. I'm imagining every
But
movie now. They're swimming everywhere.
You can tell Kieran's actually proper thought about it. Like he's actually like sat up at night and
It's
actually.
like, you know that episode of Game of Thrones when your man gets into the water and then they don't go after him, the Night Walkers. Jon Snow goes into the water.
Oh yeah.
And they go after him. I just thought, why didn't they just start swimming?
Exactly. If they could take down a fucking dragon.
Yeah, like breaststroke just towards him, innit?
Yeah.
A couple of breaths.
Or just like fucking walked on ice or something, like made ice.
Yeah, because they couldn't walk in the water because the water gets deeper, obviously. So they'll just be, as you said, they'll be walking underneath the water. They wouldn't know when they need to come back up again to get people.
Mm.
But if they could swim, that'd be top quality. I'd watch that. I'd watch that. If anyone wants to make that idea, come at me. Kieran Maltman at hotmail.co.uk.
You're still in my face, man. I think.
I'm still your,
That's not even your real. That's not even your real
that's not my
email
real
address.
address, but just come at me.
Some K Maltman's gonna get fucking like loads of people just messaging him talking about fucking swimming zombies.
That's what he wants.
Oh god.
Swimming zombies.
Right, anyway, on to our last subject. Reptilian elite.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Amy has showed me a YouTube video before we come on here with the most ridiculous music going. And it was a video of Rihanna and
Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus, and the ears,
Katy Perry.
their eyes were twitching. Funny.
Obama. The Queen.
And a video of this guy that gets apparently duplicated in a cinema, and then his girlfriend, who, well, they were sitting next to each other arguing, runs out looking like him, and then he runs out, he stays there, and they call for an ambulance or whatever it is,
Yeah.
is it, or whatever, and the ushers come in, and then he gets up and sprints off.
Because that's what it is with the reptilian elite. They're
But
actually
it's-
shapeshifters.
But it's obviously fake, Jamie. That is obviously filmed, and it's meant to be.
Do you think I believe that's real?
Yeah. Look at the stadia. Of course you do.
I reckon you have a shrine at home in it just for the reptilian gods.
But
You
just
you make Charlotte dressed up as a
put it
reptilian.
in theory. Put
Yeah.
it in theory, yeah. That you said about the Illuminati earlier, didn't you?
Yeah.
If the Illuminati are actually reptilians
Mm.
who have been running the world since the world has begun, and they're actually evolved dinosaurs, which is in the theory, they're evolved dinosaurs that lived in the centre of the earth, and then they keep us at a certain level where we can't surpass them in technology because we're basically their minions, we're their petri dish.
Jamie Maltman. Just no. Centre of the earth. Bullshit.
If you believe this, you're probably from like Alabama or Florida.
For God's sake!
Aaron's coming at him again. Oh no.
Do you know how hard it was to cut last episode because Aaron was abusing the whole world? I had to literally cut so much out. And then when I played it back, there was so much that was funny that we didn't find funny at the time, and I was just like, oh, well, I wish I laughed at that because it would have made it a bit more better.
Yeah. Alright, guys. We're going to round it off there then.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Please
Been a
make
bit-
sure you come back for the next episode because we're going to keep pumping out content because we're just sick, guys.
And also, guys, we just want to let you know that we're now up on every kind of social media and most podcasting platforms.
Yeah, if there's
Not all.
if there's an in particular
One that you want us
one
to
that
upload.
you want us to upload to,
Then let us know
drop it in the
in the comments or whatever.
of the
But
YouTube video, maybe.
for Facebook,
Even Pornhub.
on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, it's all APOM, so a pinch of malt, but abbreviated podcast. So APM podcast, and then for YouTube, SoundCloud, and Apple Podcasts, and what else was there? There was
Podbeam, SoundCloud,
and Podbean
Said
and
that.
SoundCloud. We are just search a pinch of malt
and Castbox as well.
and Castbox. So just search a pinch of malt into your podcast provider, and we should be on there. Can you like and subscribe as well, guys, on Instagram, Facebook,
YouTube.
And leave us comments about what we could do
Yeah.
to improve.
and if you like us, let us know. Do you know what I
Tell
mean?
We've
tell
also
your
brand new
family.
We also
podcast.
have an email address for anyone that wants to send us any comments, any feedback.
Yeah, any feedback?
It's
Or-
APOM
Or any-
APOM
podcast
podcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
So APOM podcast@gmail.com.
Please no dick pics.
Yeah, no dick pic, guys. We don't want that. Now people are going to send us dick pics. So if that was me, I'd be like, they're definitely getting a dick pic now. If you want dick pics, send them to Malt on Instagram. Direct message them to him. He'll love them.
Absolutely.
And anyway, guys, thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.